Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while a long time actually, since I made a video, and you all know it's been a crazy year, and certainly no exception for me. But yeah, I just want to jump right back into it. I want to. I meet people, all the time, and what you do, what I do, always comes up in conversation. And there's a few things I've noticed in my years of doing performance training with my expertise in particular is I scarcely a day goes by where I don't meet somebody that says, "Gosh, I need to work with you." But the interesting thing is finding them finding the actual motivation to show up is often very difficult. So I spend a lot of time thinking about what causes that and trying to figure it out, because obviously my job as a coach is to overcome those obstacles, or to help you overcome those excuses, obstacles, challenges, whatever you want to call them. And I'm not going to say that I got it figured out, but I think I've gotten two major issues sort of settled here. One is, I think people are so accosted or just bombarded with constant negativity that the the natural or the knee-jerk response um, is in the brain is somewhat negative. Even if you hear something that you like, that you want to do, that you want to try, the natural tendency is, okay, what's the catch? How am I going to get burnt? How am I going to end up being disappointed in the long run? I think that's one issue. The second issue, and it's something I want to address today, is I want to do more than address. I want to attack the erroneous idea that's perpetuated in Western medicine in particular, and that is that mental health and physical health are two separate things. I want to propose that notion is absurd, that the foundation of your mental health is the brain, which is absolutely a physical organism. We're one of the few in our medical system is one of the few in the world where they treat it as such. And I want to say that if you just be open-minded with me for a second and think about your own symptoms, I'm going to be just everyday logical here to begin with, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring in some information that we've seen in the brain training world to substantiate my position. If you just think about whatever your symptoms are, okay, we all know, everybody says stress kills. We all know it's toxic, right? We all know it's bad for your body. Everybody knows that. Everybody takes that for granted. We all know everybody has stress. We all know everybody's been through traumatic seasons in life, and that those traumas have left a lasting imprint on the way you think, the way you respond, on the way you approach similar situations in the future. Let's look a little bit further. When you say I'm stressed or I'm feeling stressed, like, where do you feel that? Do you feel that in your mind? Do you feel that in your brain? Do you feel it in your body? Does your heart rate go up? Do you breathe shallower or faster? Do you get goosebumps? Do you feel hot and sweaty, right? So I think we all acknowledge that there's physical manifestations of stress, right? Because we've all experienced them, literally everybody. That doesn't mean that you have a mental disorder, because when you're in a stressful situation, you get a little clammy and uncomfortable, right? But that's the way our medical system treats it. We treat it like it's an entirely separate problem that you're having. You either have physical problems that we can give you pills for, or you have mental problems that we can give you pills for. And they're two separate things. In my training as a neurofeedback practitioner, my mentor, who's, known all over the world, he said to me one time, out of the thousands of people that I've trained, he said, I was really excited to just one point where I was going to get to work with these Fortune 500 CEOs. And he said, and I had the privilege of working with Top Gun pilots. He said, in my early days, I was so excited because I'd been working with all these people who had quote unquote mental problems. He said, I couldn't wait to work with these normal people who had these fantastic brains because they were accomplishing great things. He said, what I found was the people who were accomplishing these great tasks had the exact same negative patterns that the people who had mental issues did. In other words, there's no difference. And that's what we're finding here. And that's what's so exciting about what I do. What you've been through, the trauma you've experienced, the stresses that have, influenced the way you respond in the future are irrelevant to me. It's not that I don't care. It's that it doesn't matter in the way we approach, because the patterns that are activated in the brain, the biological response throughout the nervous system, the stress response, the fight or flight, whatever you want to call it, is the same. They all respond the same. And so normalizing those patterns and activations is going to give the same result. My mentor says you're going to attract the kind of people that you are. And so that's why I do this. It's why I do this Facebook group, because there's a few of you that I haven't had a chance to talk to, but most everyone in this group I have talked to at some point. And I know that you guys are people like me. You're people who aren't satisfied with the status quo. You want to be healthy. You want to be happy. You want to make changes that benefit you in a good way. And most of you, like me, are people who are willing to do the work, to spend some money, to hire a mentor. I think if you'll be honest with you, you'll agree with me that you're not going to get any real life change, lasting life change, without some help. So I'm going to keep rolling out content here this year. I'm going to be completely honest with you. There's something I've been struggling with for probably a good year now. And that is, as a coach, how do I bring value to you? Because that's my heart. I want to bring value to you with these videos. I want to encourage you, because remember I said the two issues that I'm seeing is, one, people just aren't they're saying, yeah, I need that, but they're not making the effort to do that. And so I think I need to do two things. I need to help build momentum, right? And I need to tackle erroneous beliefs, okay? And if stress is or has affected your life, changed certain aspects of your life in any way, the first thing I need you to know is that has absolutely nothing to do with any type of quote-unquote mental disorder. The second thing is, let's build momentum. Let's start stacking wins so that it gets fun. It's fun when you're winning, right? So the challenge I have is, most of you are probably seeing, I get people asking me all the time, have you tried this? Have you tried this supplement? Have you tried this technique? And the truth is, if supplements and techniques worked, then you wouldn't be talking to me. You wouldn't be following me. There wouldn't be a need to, overcome the effects of stress that's had in our body. If you want to be a person who gets things done, who's happy, who's productive, accomplishing tasks, enjoying life, then you're going to have to do things that the average person isn't doing, right? And the average person is getting online and trying this supplement, right? Or that supplement, whatever. And I'm not saying none of those things help. I know they do because I use a lot of those things. What I'm saying is, as a coach, I feel a sense of obligation to get my clients an outcome, a result. And if I hand out Band-Aids in a Facebook group, then I'm a talking head. I'm noise, like everything else that's out there. My goal is to get the result. And so that's been my challenge here, is how do I get people to stack wins, to realize, hey, this guy's really trying to help me without giving stuff away. But then if I give stuff away, people are going to run and try it. Oh, I tried that supplement, it didn't work. Or I tried that supplement, yeah, it helped. You know what I mean? That's not how you get change. You're a mental, physical, and spiritual being. And you have to make positive changes that feed and strengthen and grow yourself in all three of those areas, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And a supplement isn't going to do that. A supplement may help in one of those areas, but it's not going to change, strengthen, and nourish all three of those. That's what an actual mentorship program can accomplish. Real life change, where you're going to be more productive over your lifetime. And it's impossible to even quantify that. I mean, what does if you're a type A person, a person who goes out there and gets things done, what does you functioning each day, getting up out of bed, being excited, being happy, interacting with people, being poised in confidence, what does that equate to financially over the course of a lifetime? I mean, it's easily hundreds of thousands of dollars. And look, you're either the kind of person that's motivated by that, or you're not, and that's okay. If you are motivated by that, then, which you probably are if you're following me, then that's what I'm about, right? And so I'm going to endeavor over this next year to give out more quote unquote free stuff, because I want to give value and I want to stack wins. I want you to be winning. But I'm gonna say it over and over again. You're gonna get tired of me hearing it, but I'm not sure how else to do it. And what I'm gonna say is, Band-Aids don't work. They're temporary fixes for temporary problems. And even though I'm gonna start giving out Band-Aids because I love you guys, I want you to constantly be reminded that this isn't how you affect actual change. Okay, so I got some cool stuff coming at you very soon, actually. Stuff that works, stuff that helps, and stuff that's exciting. I hope you jump on board with me. Let's make this the best year ever. Let's go out and live with purpose, do good, and be well. Love you guys. Talk soon.